Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Old Southern Pine. Several of you guys have asked me what I carry around in this little backpack with me. Well, this is something called an Everyday Carry Pack, also called an EDC. So, and you'll hear me refer to it a lot as an EDC pack. So this is everything that you need to be able to carry with you in case of a light emergency. So you don't want anything super heavy. You're not trying to carry an entire expedition pack. This is just what you kind of the bare minimum essentials that you need for any kind of, if you end up getting stuck out overnight, something like that. So I'll kind of walk you guys through what all I keep in this. So this is some our all-natural bug spray. I have an emergency blanket. These are gloves and trash bags because unfortunately all too often whenever I'm backpacking into a site or camping somewhere, someone has been there before me and has left some kind of a mess. So this gives me the opportunity to be able to go in, clean it up, and pack it out so that whoever else can come in and enjoy it. Most of the wounds that you can sustain in the woods, I don't mean anything major like a broken leg or anything like that, but a cut finger or something like that, with enough pressure on it, you can kind of stop the bleeding within about 5 minutes. And if it's not a major cut, but it is something that would require stitches, that you can super glue that wound back together. You just press it, put enough pressure on there to stop the bleeding, and then hold the wound together. Take a twig or a toothpick or something like that with a little bit of super glue on there and just kind of gently roll a couple of layers on there. And that'll at least be able to do you well enough to be able to get you out of the woods. So this was a pre-bought first aid kit that I have since kind of gone back through and re-engineered and repacked to meet my own specifications. I've got safety pins in there. I've got a sewing kit. I've got tape, Band-Aids, and some like burn cream, that kind of thing. That's it for. Oh, it's not it here. And then a pack of wet ones just to be able to, for hygiene, that kind of thing. Flag of the great state of Georgia, where I come from. This is my Uberleben Ferro rod, and a lot of you guys have seen me use this. My father-in-law actually got this for me for Christmas, and this has been an absolute wonderful thing to have around with me, and is by far my favorite way to start a fire. Moving over to this pouch right here. I carry a fuel canister, and then this is the little stove that screws onto the top of that. All you guys that have watched the channel have seen me use this at some point in time. Right here, I keep my seating pad or my kneel pad. So this gives me the opportunity to throw this down if I need to be able to sit on wet ground or something like that without getting the back of my pants wet, or if I'm on rocky soil, if I'm going to be betoning wood, then I'll put this down to protect my knees. This kind of center middle pouch. Keep a pack of baby wipes with me because these are always handy. Hand sanitizer, great for cleaning your hands or starting fires if you needed to. High alcohol content will help it burn very well. I always put my wallet and my keys in my pack whenever I'm going to be backpacking in, because I don't like to have excess things in my pockets. And yes, this is a wallet that I made from an old baseball glove. In the main pouch, I keep my betoning knife. I keep a pack of dark chocolate Hershey Kisses, just in case, if you're out in the woods. Anybody who's ever had their blood sugar drop knows that having a little quick piece of candy can really help get you back on the trail. My SilverAnt Titanium Cup, keep in there, and I keep some extra things in there that I'll get inside of that in a second. For those of you guys who don't know, I play the harmonica. Not very well, but I do play. And then my Cooper's Bay twig stove. And inside of this, I keep birch bark, a little bag of birch bark, a fire-starting stick, and that's basically just jute twine with a little bit of wax or some kind of other accelerant in there that you can cut off a chunk of it, throw a ferro rod to it, and it'll light right up. A backup ferro rod, an infinity match, which again is that same kind of jute material, and then you throw a spark onto the edge of this and it basically creates an infinity match, and then you just to put it out, you just pull it right back inside of there and it snuffs itself out. And then the twig stove itself. Built into the sleeve, I keep another knife there with me. This is more of an actual like cutting knife as opposed to a batoning style knife. A head bug net, just because the bugs get a little too thick here in Minnesota for me to even be able to breathe. And then bear spray, good for both the four-legged and the two-legged variety of individuals that may try to attack you. I'm far less worried about bear than I am about people. Now, in my SilverAnt Titanium Cup, I believe this is a 600 milliliter cup. So you've got the cup itself, which is absolutely always necessary in case you want to brew up some coffee, or if you are beside a stream that you think is clean enough and you want to boil up some water. So you've got that there. I've got a knife sharpening stone, a whetstone. My Leatherman. And a plasma lighter. So if you guys haven't seen these before, they're pretty neat. I'll try to get it against a dark background here. So this is a rechargeable lighter, and it basically just sends arc electricity from from the different connectors to each other, so you can really see there. This is what I carry with me on every single trip that I go to. I rarely ever leave the house without my EDC pack. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and until we meet again under the old Southern Pine, stay safe and God bless.